In this video, I want to teach you how to tighten your spokes on your dirt bike. What's up, Rad family? I'm Dakota Freeman, and welcome to the Rad Adventure Dude channel. If you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, make sure you hit that and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any of my future dirt bike riding tips. In this video, I want to teach you how to tighten your spokes so that you can tighten your own spokes without getting your wheel off trued. Let's go ahead and dive in. So in this video, you're going to be using a spoke tool. They come with two different sizes on them, so make sure you're using the correct size for your dirt bike because you never want to strip these out. And it's going to be super important to keep them tight. And let's go ahead and start. So I always like to find my valve stem here and use this as my mark so I know that that's where I'm starting and stopping on my spokes. You won't go through every single spoke in order, and we're actually going to go through every fourth spoke when we're tightening our spokes. So what we're going to do here is start right here at the valve stem, and this is going to be my first spoke. Give it a little tighten there, and then what you're going to do is skip 1, 2, and then do the fourth one. And then 1, 2, do the fourth. Fourth one. You never really want to turn these more than a quarter of a turn, and this is because we want to make sure we're keeping our wheel nice and trued as we're doing this. So a lot of mine are pretty tight here. Like I said, a lot of these are already pretty tight, so I'm not really having to tighten them up too much, but just make sure that you're going through and doing every fourth one. Boom. So we just got back to where we started, and now we're going to work on the next set. So we're going to go to the second one from the valve stem here, and then still do the same thing. We're going to go through every fourth spoke all the way around this wheel. And make sure you're really getting this spoke tool on there good. And this is going to make sure that we keep our spokes nice and good over time. We don't want anything wearing out. And honestly, so far on all of mine, they've been pretty tight, and I haven't really had to make too much of a adjustment so far. There's been a couple loose ones, and that's why it's really important that we go through and do this periodically on our bikes, because just like that one right there was loose. Boom. And now we're back to the second one. We have to do this again as now we're on the third one. So this is the third one from the valve stem. We've already done the first one and 4 all the way around. We've already done the second one and 4 all the way around. Now we're on the third one. And this is going to be the last one that we have to go all the way around, as we've already tightened up this fourth one when we did the first one. So one more passing. And some of these may be hard to get to at the angle they're at. Just make sure that whenever you are getting your tool in there, that you're getting it on there properly, as I've said before. And that you're using the correct size tool. This is very important. And boom, that was the last one next to the valve stem. And we've done every spoke now all the way around this tire. So since we just made our first pass around the tire, it'd be good to go ahead and check and make sure that we've got our tire trued pretty well. So I'm gonna just spin the tire and make sure everything's looks good as it's going around. Everything's looking great. We're not wobbling or anything like that. So that's how we know that we've got our wheel still in a good true position. All of my spokes were pretty tight, so I don't really need to make a second pass around on everything. If you had loose spokes on your dirt bike, then you're actually going to want to do this over a second time, starting back at the first one we started on, and do the exact same order through every single spoke. Don't go spoke to spoke ever, and you're actually going to start at the first one by the valve stem, skip 2, go to the fourth one, skip 2, go to the fourth one. Do that all the way around the tire again until you get back to the valve stem where you started. And then you're going to start at the second one and do the same thing all the way around, just like we did the first time. But now we're going to make sure that we actually get a good tight spoke, and we're still only going to tighten these spokes a quarter of a turn as we're doing it. If they're still loose, you're going to have to make a third pass around to make sure you get all these tightened up in the correct way. That is how we tighten the spokes on our dirt bike and keep our wheel nice and trued. If this video helped you, make sure you like this video, drop some comments down below, and ask me any other questions that you have. If you're still looking for more dirt bike riding tips, I'm always here. I've made a full dirt bike riding course over on my website. It's going to walk you through being a complete beginner and take you to an advanced rider, mastering the tracks and trails. I also give away a free dirt bike guide over on my website. All you have to do is sign up for the newsletter, and I'll send it right to you. Make sure you click the subscribe button that's right here and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any of my future dirt bike riding tips. After that, you can watch my next video right here. Stay rad, and I'll see you over there.